e-governance reform, that is online development permission, which is called Andhra Pradesh Development Permission Management System, APDPMS. Before going into the main presentation, I would like to explain very crisply about the development permission and why it is required, what is master plan, etc. As all of you know that every city shall have some plan to develop it in a planned manner. For that, we have to prepare the master plan under certain acts. In the similar manner, in our state also, we do have the town planning acts. Under that, we are preparing the master plans for the cities. And as per the master plan, we have to issue the permission to the individuals for developing their own sites. This master plan will have development control regulations also. The master plan contains the spatial zones like residential zone, commercial zone, industrial zone, and institutional zone. In the zoning regulations, we will delineate what all the permissions can be given, what is not allowed, what is allowed, like that. With that, we have to give the development permissions. So, before going to explain about the present online monitoring system, I want to explain about the earlier system. Earlier system was the manual system, and people used to come to the offices and submit their development permission application to the office. There, several office assistants and the case workers used to verify the application and give the shortfall document notice. This used to take 3 to 4 days to give the shortfall notices and all. After that, the applicant again submits the application, and after that also the caseworker visits the site and finds some queries in the present submitted application. Then they may return the application once again for giving the permission. Like that, it was the system, sir. After issuing the permission also, during the construction, if any deviations are happening, for that also people used to visit manually and raise queries, etc., before giving the occupancy certificates. So to overcome all the difficulties, we have developed the development permission system. In the present system, we have created the auto DCR scrutiny. The technical person uploads the application from anywhere to the system, and the system scrutinizes the application. If any query is there, like if the submitted plan is not as per the development regulations, then the system itself will give the system itself will show the error in the scrutiny. Immediately, the applicant can correct the error and can upload it. If everything is right, the fee generation challan will be generated. If the fee and the required documents are submitted, permission proceedings will be generated automatically. From that minute onwards, the applicant is allowed to go ahead with the construction. After obtaining the construction, the technical staff visits the site within 15 days and observe that if any misrepresentation is there as per the act, we are taking the action on the permissions. So, like any other system, we have also faced the challenges while implementing the online development permission system. As you know that all the development permissions, master plans are directly linked with the land records, and in the entire India, land record status is not clean, and we have to be very careful about issuing the permissions. We have to be very careful about the land records also while issuing the building permissions. So first challenge we have faced is on which land they are taking the permission, any government lands are there, any objectionable lands are there, that we have to verify. For that, we have involved all the staff and licensed technical personnel and already approved layout details, and everything we have uploaded in the dashboard. if as you know that revenue records are dynamic and so many mutations are happening, so every time we have to update the land records also. If no change is there, immediately the applicant can obtain the building permission or the layout permission, or otherwise they'll submit the mutation record and immediately it will be uploaded in the master data, and immediately they'll get the permission. So this kind of challenge we have faced initially, and step by step we have overcome all the challenges. The benefits about the system is citizens are enjoying the facility hassle free and anytime anywhere access, and ease of doing business also is there. And online for administrators, online tracking system is there. Earlier it was not there, how many building applications are being filed in each urban local body or the urban development authority, how much revenue they are getting. That kind of tracking was not there. It was a manual system, and each and every record we have to verify. Now, by seeing the dashboard, we can see how much revenue we are generating, how many permissions are being given, and how many are pending with the staff, and if any decline is there in the construction activity, and if any change is required in the policy. All these things we can take care by seeing the information in the dashboard. And enhanced communication via SMS and email also is there to the applicants. Another benefit is LTP. LTP means licensed technical personnel. As per the Act, ULBs and UDS give the license to the engineers and architects to file the application. So in the earlier system, if they have to file an application in some ULB, they have to take the license in the particular ULB. In the present system, the common application form is there, and they can take the license from the APDPMS and they can file the application from anywhere. So departments involved are urban local bodies of the state and urban development authorities, and other departments like fire department and environmental and forest department. Other airport authorities are there. We are synchronizing the system, and we are giving the access to the departments to give the NOCs for certain buildings. And earlier, while issuing the building permissions, staff used to use their discrimination. Like some people use some rule, and other people may not observe that rule, like that it was there. But here the system scrutinizes the application, so we are ensuring 100% compliance to the rules. And if any delays are there in this issuing the building permission and issuing the occupancies, are also we can monitor, and we can improve the system, sir. We have introduced the deemed permissions also in the system as per the Act. So likewise, we are giving the enhanced service delivery to the applicants. Sir, as I told, we can easily monitor, and we can see day-to-day development in the activity. It is a real-time monitoring system. So total, as on date, total number of applications received is 2,34,585, and the fee generated is 2,458 crores. So with this, we can see also how many, what kind of constructions are coming up, what are the skyscrapers, what are the below poverty line people constructing the houses, and what are the middle income range people houses are being constructed. Like that, we can analysis, and we can take a decision in the policies also, sir. And let me tell you, sir, in the entire India, the total online monitoring system was not there, sir. In all other states, it's a very partial system, sir. In some states, they'll verify the application manually, and after giving the nodding, then they'll apply in the online, and then they'll give the permission. Here in our AP, the entire process is through the online only, sir. So likewise, it is unique of its kind. And our way forward is we are preparing the master plans and GIS platform also. After completing the GIS based master plans also, it will become very easy for incorporating the building permissions in the GIS based master plan, and it will be useful for many other departments and other public also. So thank you, sir.
Very good system improvement project, ma'am. In fact, it will definitely bring transparency and efficiency in the whole process. But sometimes it happens that unauthorized construction goes on and on for years together, and only after some years lapse, then the public authority issue notices that this is the unauthorized construction, and you need to demolish it or something like that. Is there a situation like that in your state also?
Sir,
And what are you doing
sir, let me tell you that unauthorized constructions happens in AP also. I don't tell that it is not there, but we have developed an online monitoring system for that also. USIMS, unauthorized construction and information management system, and we have tied up the APDPMS with that system, and we are having the unique ward secretariat system also is there in our states. In the ULBs, we do have the smallest administrative unit is ward secretariat. Their ward planning and regulation secretary will be there for every 2,000 houses. So every day he visits and records the ongoing constructions through the mobile app, and it will reaches to the website. And by seeing the quantum of the violation, the concerned commissioner will take the action by imposing the penalties or by seizing the building or demolitions. And for the high-rise buildings, we are having the mortgage system, sir. While obtaining the building permission, they used to mortgage 15% of the built-up area to the authority. After completion of the construction, they have to obtain the occupancy certificate stating that the plan is as per the construction is as per the plan only. Then only we will release the 15% of the built-up area. So here in AP, we are assuring that in all high-rise buildings and apartments above the 300 square meters buildings, we are insisting the mortgage area. So no deviations are there. And in our building rules itself, we have given the leverage of 10% deviation can be there because of vastu or some other reasons during the construction. If any deviation is there below the 10%, we are imposing the penalty and we are giving the occupancy certificate. Like that, we are assuring that above 300 square meters, without deviations, constructions are happening, sir. And below the 300 square meters, due to various reasons, lack of the land availability and low income group people will have the more number of people in the houses and they want to build 1 or 2 floors like that. Some that kind of constructions are going on, sir. We are taking care of that also to regulate, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please got it.
Thank you.
Ma'am, whenever some city is being developed, like Chandigarh was developed a long back, and still if we visit Chandigarh, it appears a slightly better atmosphere in comparison to other cities where haphazard construction take place. So, is there anything you are doing in that regard?
Yes, sir. The reason, sir, Chandigarh is the greenfield city, sir. They have constructed fresh. New capital city they have constructed. Most of our cities are old cities, sir. Most of the cities will have the old built-up area and the periphery and the newly developing areas, sir. That's why cities looks haphazard in the core areas, and in the peripheries they will have the planned development, sir.
So, what is your plan to make your cities beautiful, look beautiful?
So we are having plans as per the master plans. We are implementing in the phased manner. Sir, giving the building permission is one of the implementation mechanism. While issuing the building permissions, we are taking the public purpose lands by extending the transferable development rights, and we are taking the land for improving the road connectivity and public purposes. Sir. And apart from that, land pooling systems are there, sir. Town planning schemes we are implementing like that. We are creating the cities more beautiful, sir. We are having the urban greening corporation also is there in our state that will take care of the urban greening and developing the parks and roads, sir.
Okay, good enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I extend my thanks and gratitude to SKOCH jury team. Myself, S. Prabhu, District Forest Officer, Dindikal, Tamil Nadu Forest Department. Starting with this presentation, I want to show one video clip on the declaration of Slender Loris Sanctuary, which is the first in the country. Now I am sharing the video on that.
The latest in a slew of decisions by the Tamil Nadu government over the last 1 or 2 years, specifically aimed at helping endangered animal species that are found in and around.
So, good morning, sir. Can you hear this?
Yes, sir, it is working very well. Please go ahead.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Around Tamil Nadu. Take a look at some of the earlier decisions. This is the first one that we're talking about right now. The first Slender Loris Sanctuary in Karur, Dindigun, 11,000 hectares for that creature. Just before this, earlier this year, the Tamil Nadu government also notified the first dugong conservation reserve in Bakpe. Dugong is like a seal-like mammal also found in the Indian Ocean. The 16th bird sanctuary was notified last year in Villupuram. The 17th bird sanctuary was also notified by the government in Tirupur. And also last year, the 5th elephant reserve was notified in Tirunelveli. These are only 5 examples of some of the actions that have been taken by the Tamil Nadu government over the last 1 year for vulnerable and threatened animal species, some of the most beloved in the country. I want to go across live now to Ms. Supriya Sahu. She's an IAS officer who serves as Additional Chief Secretary for Environment in the Tamil Nadu government. She is someone who is credited with leading many high-profile and high-impact environmental campaigns that have resulted in less plastic use and a new hope for many, many animal species in the fragile ecological areas of the beautiful state of Tamil Nadu. Ms. Sahu, welcome. Good to have you here on 5 Live and here on India Today. First of all, hearty congratulations on the notification of India's first reserve for the Slender Loris. I know how much work goes into getting something like this done. So first of all, a big salute to you and your team and the Tamil Nadu government for getting this done. But I want you to explain to our viewers, ma'am, how vulnerable is the Slender Loris and what exactly does the notification of a sanctuary of this kind do for this animal?
Thank you, Shiv. Thank you for having me on your show. Thanks a lot. Coming to your question about how vulnerable is the Slender Loris, it is critically endangered.
Yeah.
And at this point of time, if you ask me about the numbers, then a recent study has been done by the Salim Ali Center for Ornithology and Natural History, as well as by the government of Tamil Nadu. This was as recent as February. And they have found that after the survey in these 2 districts, where we have now declared it as a sanctuary, about 1,172 Slender Lorises have been found. So while the number actually, may sound like 1,000, but if you look at the per square kilometer density, it is very low. So this is really, really critically endangered animals.
Are we going to be doing this for many more animals? We've just told our viewers, ma'am, about the reserve for the dugongs. That there are 2 more bird sanctuaries that have been notified. There's a new reserve for elephants also in Tamil Nadu. There are many other animal species in the country that are vulnerable. Do you think this sets a good example for more actions for those beautiful creatures, ma'am?
Yes, Shiv. I think what I would like to tell you is that we are on a mission, because I think the kind of wealth we have of this wildlife and the biodiversity, it is truly incredible. So
Yeah.
apart from the examples that you gave about Tamil Nadu setting up India's first ever dugong conservation reserve, bird sanctuaries, elephant sanctuary, and now slender loris, it is extremely important to take care of these every single endangered animal. They need to be prioritized. Conservation needs to be prioritized immediately. For example, in our state, our state animal is actually a mountain goat. It is called Nilgiri Tar. So our next step is to set up a project for conservation of Nilgiri Tar that is also critically endangered. So I think throughout the country, throughout the world, there needs to be a very strong momentum for protection of these endangered animals.
So thanks for watching the video, sir. Now I start with a presentation on India's first slender loris sanctuary declaration in Dindikal and Karur district. Sorry, each and every organism in this planet have its unique ecological role to play. That ecological role cannot be replaced by another individual species. So wherever that those species are facing threats and becoming most vulnerable, it is the responsibility of human beings to conserve those most vulnerable species, especially the small creatures like small mammals or small primates. Not only tiger or elephant take the focus, also this kind of small creatures we have to be protected and conserved. That is the message we want to convey here. That's why the initiative of slender loris sanctuary is taken by Tamil Nadu Forest Department. So about these slender loris, there are two kinds of slender loris, two species of nocturnal species of loris found in India. One is Bengal slow loris, which is found in northeastern India. Another one is grey slender loris. This grey slender loris, it is found only in India and Sri Lanka. This grey slender, there is two subspecies is there. One is Mysore grey slender loris, and another one is Malabar grey slender loris. Here, what we are speaking about the slender loris, this is grey slender loris, which is Mysore subspecies, which is found only in southern India, especially in Tamil Nadu, in Eastern Ghats. Here, about this slender loris, it is a small nocturnal arboreal mammal where almost entire life it used to spend only on trees. The average weight of this individual, it is 250 to 350 grams. Mostly this is insectivorous. Rarely it is feed on small leaves, fruits, flowers. Basically, this is slow animal, very fast movement when it is threatened. The gestation period is 5 to 6 months. The lifespan is 10 to 12 years. This is Schedule 1, that is Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Under the IUCN category, this is categorized as near threatened. It is called as friends of farmers because this acts as a predator for harmful insects. So the local farmers, local communities, they want to protect the existence of these slender loris in their vicinities. Mostly it is found in the inside the forest area, also in the adjacent to the farm fields. The major threats even though farmers are treating these animals as friends, but due to superstitious beliefs, there is some illegal pet trade was happening in the past. Because in superstitious belief, for example, I will say, if a pregnant lady, if happens to sight individual lorries, the family member wants to kill that individual lorries in order to, there is a misbelief that if the pregnant lady is seeing individual lorries, their baby, born baby will be in the shape of, the face will be in the shape of lorries. That kind of disbelief is earlier days it was prevailing in the local community. Due to the intervention of local NGOs and the forest department, we want to take away those disbeliefs from the local communities. Now the things are getting improving, but even then there are cases of illegal pet trade for some black magic and superstitious kills are happening due to some road formation inside the RF area. Some road accidents also happening. In order to prevent those threats, we also faced so many challenges. Last 2 decades, there was a voice to declare all this reserve forest as a sanctuary, but we don't have proper adequate data, scientific survey regarding the abundance of slender lorries in this RF area. For that, we planned a detailed scientific survey in this reserve forest area, which is 11,806 hectare area, with the help of SECON, Salim Ali Center for Ornithology and Nature. We consulted those experts from the SECON and also from the Indian Institute of Science with the help of 150 volunteers. In the month of February 2022, we conducted a detailed field survey over 15 reserve forest area, over 11,806 hectare, with for 4 days. Because since this is nocturnal animal, we can't sight these animals during the daytime. We planned during the night survey, starting from the 7 p.m. in the evening till 1 a.m. in the night. Entire detailed survey in around 370 kilometers we traveled and found the abundance of slender lorries in these 15 reserve forests of Dindikal and Karur district. And finally, we concluded that there are 1,172 direct sightings of slender lorries were present in these entire patches of this reserve forest, identified reserve forest in Karur and Dindikal district. And we submitted the report to the government, and also this report also published in the state newspapers and convinced the policy makers and as well as the public and the public representatives to convert those reserve forests and declared as a sanctuary. For that, we demarcated all these sanctuaries and also we settled the rights inside the reserve forest to declare them as a sanctuary. Public representatives also convinced in this process. Earlier, they were raising claims that it should not be declared as a sanctuary. If sanctuary is declared, then so many restrictions will come into picture, where other development activities will be disturbed. This kind of voices were raised by the public representatives. Irrespective of that, due to this scientific...
Sorry, sir, for interruption. Sir, can you please conclude your presentation in a minute?
Yes, due to this, finally it got declared. This is the sanctuary area declared 11,806 hectare. Due to this declaration of sanctuary, strict wildlife provisions will be implemented. And this is the first ever wildlife sanctuary for slender lorries in this country. And this will help to support the associated species as well as the existing habitats of these slender lorries. And also it helps conservation and rescue center in this proposed area. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Once again, I thank on behalf of Tamil Nadu Forest Department to all this jury of SKOCH, our team.
Thank you, Mr. Prabhu. Very good effort of preserving this species of slender lories. Do you have any information that apart from Tamil Nadu, this slender lories is found in other states also?
Yes, sir. It is found in Western Ghats, sir. From even in Kerala up to Karnataka, Malabar slender lories is there. This kind of Mysore slender lories is found in Tamil Nadu and Andhra. Sir. Andhra Pradesh it is found, sir, up to Nellore district.
And they are also doing some similar efforts to conserve them.
Sir, in small patches they are doing, sir. First detailed survey we have done, sir. Based on this declaration, there are some calls from other regions of Tamil Nadu also we are getting that area also it should be protected. This kind of awareness it is started, sir, now.
Good, very good effort. In fact,
yes. Sir.
Thank you,
you,
please.
Yes,
Excellent work.
Thank you, sir.
So, slender lories species is in danger, and you have taken action to convert reserve forest into sanctuary. So, what
Yes.
is innovative in this? This is a business as usual practice by the government to save the endangered species.
Yes, sir. Mostly sanctuary it will be declared for major carnivores, sir, like elephant or tiger, or protecting the biodiversity as a whole ecosystem we used to protect, sir. But for most vulnerable like small primates like slender lories, if you are giving importance, this kind of awareness, it will go to, there is a change in mindset. There will be a positive mindset that each and every organism which is most vulnerable, it will be protected. That kind of lesson we can take from this declaration of slender lories.
But what scientific ways you have adopted to save the species?
Yes, sir. In February, with the help of SKOCH, sir, we conducted detailed transact line survey. That is, we selected 155 grids. One grid size is 0.5 square kilometer. We have selected 155 grids where we made a transact line by connecting these grid lines, and entire grids were covered. Out of 155, due to field conditions, we surveyed 133 only. Out of 133, 100 grids we got the sightings of slender lories. Then we confirmed the abundance of slender lories in a particular landscape. This kind of abundance is not present in other areas. Due to this scientific study, we confirmed the abundance in a continuous patch, and we demarcated that reserve forest and proposed for the sanctuary.
That is okay. That now you know that the species is in danger.
Yes, sir.
So what measures you have taken to save it and to make it that it should the number should grow very fast?
Yes, sir. The first thing is we have to since this is arboreal, sir, we need these animals mostly it will live on the tree canopy. The tree canopy it should be continuity should be maintained. For continuity, there are some gaps also there. As per this sanctuary declaration, we are already there is a proposal for gap filling of trees. Trees should be preserved, animals should be preserved, the entire habitat should be preserved. Accordingly, we are proposing the habitat improvement schemes under this sanctuary area, sir. Now, the habitat improvement will happen immediately, sir, due to centrally sponsored schemes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, this is pertaining to the creation of new districts, carving out from the existing districts. In fact, this was actually taken up as a manifesto promise of the present Honorable Chief Minister. So he was he made a promise that we have 25 parliamentary constituencies in Andhra Pradesh. So we will make each constituency as a district. That was before he took charge as the Chief Minister. But when we taken up this exercise, so there are several factors I mean, have to be taken into consideration just by going by 25 parliamentary constituencies may not be practicable. So that we realized, and then we started a detailed scientific exercise on this. So accordingly, the government, in fact, taken up this assignment and formed the committees to look into the matter. So before going to this, I'll just give a snapshot of what is Andhra Pradesh as per 2011 census before we took up this exercise. So as per 2011, it is 4.95 crore population with 13 districts. If you see, a district has as high as 48.84, 52.85 lakh population. So 52 lakhs is too high, and it is covering 3 parliamentary constituencies. And there is a district with even a 23 lakh population. So if you see the scale, I mean, the bandwidth, it is ranging from 23 to 50. So it's almost half the size of the bigger districts. So that's the kind of situation. Of course, area-wise, we will not be able to bring uniformity because certain areas have forest as well as the dry lands. So we thought we can bring in some kind of uniformity in the area also, but primarily the population and the sub-district units. If you see the sub-district units, there are as many as 66 in Chittor. As high as similarly 34 in Vijayanagar. So this is the range of sub-district units. So considering this, we took up this exercise. The government has in the cabinet, it got discussed and finally decided to go ahead with the restructuring of the districts. So this restructuring of the districts, government has formed about 6 committees. The first one is the geographical boundaries, demographic distribution, revenue divisions with the headquarters and other details. So this is the basic committee. Once this is done, then other things will come into play, like committee 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will follow. There are follow-up actions of the committee 1. So I was leading this committee. So we have done detailed exercise on this. Then, what are the factors we have taken into consideration? If you see, we have taken area as well as physical features of the existing districts and also the proposed districts. Similarly, the demographic profile of the present district, the changes which are required to be done while doing the restructuring of the districts. We have also taken into consideration the geographical contiguity of the parliamentary constituencies as well as assembly constituencies. Why? Because the very basis for this exercise is parliamentary constituency, which was Honorable CM's promise. So that we have taken as a basis. That is the base. On the base, we played this way, that way, considering other factors. So then we have also considered the distance of the existing sub-district point, that is Mandal, to the existing revenue division as well as the district headquarters. And this we have taken consideration while doing the new district formation. Then the various other factors like the intricacies involved in shifting of the mandals, that is sub-district, from one revenue division to another revenue division, because when we propose new districts, there will be readjustment of the sub-district units. And also new revenue divisions also required to be constituted. So this also we have taken into consideration. So similarly, social and cultural affinities of the people in living in those areas, and also having the affinity with the existing headquarters, and also to the different locations next to the district headquarters. So some places, like I was mentioning about the East Godavari having 50 lakh population, has a bigger towns. Kakinada is existing headquarters, but Rajahmundry is bigger than Kakinada. Similarly, Amalapuram is also equally competent town. So likewise, other towns also developed on their own. That is because of the needs of the people. So they can't go for everything to the headquarters. So generally, the economy plays and the people's aspirations will play. So accordingly, few other places also got developed. Then the common interests of the people and also the public demand we have taken into consideration. In simultaneously, the administrative convenience, accessibility to the people, and while carving out, we have also taken the economic interests and the revenue generation of the proposed district. For example, if you carve merely following a parliamentary constituency, if you carve out a district, maybe all economic revenues, income generation revenues, industries, if they are falling into one district and the leftover part having nothing to flourish. So those things also we have taken into consideration. Similarly, what we try to do is, while doing this entire exercise, we try to ensure inclusive as well as the balanced regional development in the state. So that was the, objective behind. So, just like that, if you do this kind of balanced thing, will not be able to achieve, and the inclusive development will not be able to achieve. So, then these are the, in brief, the factors we have taken into consideration. And coming to the process, once this preliminary document is ready, then we started the process. The Act says that we should give a preliminary notification and invite the claims and objections from the, as well as suggestions from the people and any other civil society organizations, any interested parties, open to the public. So that requires 30 days time. So that is a mandatory as per the statute. So accordingly, on 26th of January, we have issued this year notification, preliminary notification, being a Republic Day. So we are doing an administrative activity. Sorry. So after that, 30 days time we gave, then various representations have come as expected. In addition to that, what we did, a three-member committee headed by the Secretary of Planning visited the districts and we tried to collect from the people directly, and also whatever already submitted to the collector, those grievances or suggestions also being reviewed. In fact, we have made collector as the nodal point, and as per Act also, collector is supposed to notify, collect, peruse, and pass by orders and submit the report to the government. That was the provisions of the Act. So, without deviating any of the provisions in the Act, we have followed the due process. Then, after collecting each and every issue, we have listed out each district wise what are all the claims and suggestions have come. So whether it is feasible or not, whatever, whether they are fitting into our broad principles or not. So that case by case we have considered. And finally, we have taken it to the notice of the Honorable Chief Minister. Then it was placed before the Cabinet. After considering all the suggestions and the objections or claims, the Cabinet has approved the final draft. So then the final notification we have issued. So if you see now, there are 26 districts. We initially the mandate was to create 25, but based on the circumstances, based on the people's aspirations, we have created one more district. So it is now becoming 26. Out of 26, 2 districts are created exclusively for the tribal areas. So why? Because these tribal areas are spread across a large area. So if you see the number 25 and 26, these 2 are tribal areas. If you see the area wise, the 26th district has 12,254 square kilometers area. If few districts like Visakhapatnam, which is completely an urban district, has an area of something like 1048, because it's purely an urban district. So these are the only variations when compared to area, because that is the reason. Next slide. That is the reason we have created 2 tribal districts exclusively, and each is having about 9.2 to 9.5 lakh population. Even these 2 districts also have an uniformity of around 10 lakh population. And another issue thing here is like, though we have created exclusively for them, there also we try to bring in compactness, the people's aspirations, affinity, then geographical contiguity, all that we have taken into consideration. Then excluding these 2, if you see, these 24 districts almost have more or less similar. In fact, out of these 24, 90% of the district's population is between 18 to 22 lakhs. So, I mean, this is a 2011 census. If you take the latest census, it may increase about 10 to 13%. But 18 to 22, in the bandwidth of 18 to 22 lakhs population, almost all the districts are falling in, except 1 or 2, like Bapatla, maybe Nandyala. Like 3-4 districts are there. The remaining all are falling in the same bandwidth. Similarly,
Sorry, sir, for interruption. Sir, can you please conclude your presentation in 2 minutes?
Sure. So similarly, if you take sub district units also, it is around 30 to 34 sub district units are there in each district, and we have ensured that minimum of 2 and maximum of 3 revenue divisions in all the districts. Where larger areas we have 4 revenue divisions. And if you see the assembly constituencies, minimum 8. So that is the bandwidth we have followed. And almost every parliament has a district. Few places here and there, some kind of overlapping is there. That's all. Then coming back to the other process, like what we did while implementing, of course, as I already mentioned, there are so much of pressure. But still, we can successfully, proudly say there is not even a single legal petition. On the preliminary notification, there was a petition, but I could disposed of, saying that you come up to the final publication, final notification. After final notification, not even a single writ is filed, not even a single case is filed. And almost all the claims objections we tried to consider. And I mean, nowhere, no issue. It was a smooth and peaceful exercise. I mean, very much acceptance from the people have come. We started these districts functioning from the month of April, and we are continuing this functioning. And it's a successful and smooth functioning. And one of the great success of this present government initiatives, though they have several initiatives, but this is one of the successful without any hurdles. So similarly, this model is well replicable. It can be done because the scientific methodology what we have utilized here, then that our note has all the details. Any state can take up this kind of exercise and bring in some kind of uniformity. So this is as a part of good governance, Honorable CM has promised. And the idea is to bring administration and governance closer to the people, and also for better administration and governance. Compactness will ensure better governance. Service delivery is also the major concern. So that has increased. The focus of the collector and the machinery on the issues, as well as the people, availability of the administrative machinery to the people. Now, all that getting improved. There is increase in employment too. So this is how, in brief, we have done this exercise. So I thank you for the opportunity. And if any queries, I'll be able to answer.
Thank you, sir. Very good exercise of creating smaller districts to better take care of their development agenda. In fact, it will go a long way in implementing the development agenda, particularly the education, health, and implementation of SDGs parameters. I think it is a very good step. And now with 26 districts, the entire population is well covered. Thank you very much, sir. Very
Yeah,
good.
you are very right. This the SDG angle and the Human Development Index. There are though it is there in the note, I didn't cover because of the first time. But well, you are reminded. Thank you so much.
Definitely creating IMR, MMR, these will definitely be with intensive care. Definitely the development will go up.
No, we are already seeing the fruits that developments we are able to perceive now. There is improvement in MMR, IMR, immunization, all the health and education indices. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So it's a good example of micro level planning, and I wish you all the best. Very good work.
Thank you.
Operating officer of this Valanthagattuvam project. I am presenting the presentation on behalf of our CEO, Mrs. Dividarshini IAS ma'am. She was in a meeting at Secretariat. So I present this presentation. Thank you, sir. Can you see the presentation, sir?
Yes, we can see. All the best.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So Valanthagattuvam project is erstwhile it is called the Tamil Nadu Rural Transformation Project. Now it is renamed as Valanthagattuvam project. This project is a Tamil Nadu government's special initiative project for self-help groups to entrepreneur making activity. It's funded by World Bank and Tamil Nadu government. The fund sharing is 70-30%, sir. So overall project cost is 910 crores over the period of 6 years. The project area is 31 districts out of 38 districts, 120 blocks out of 388 blocks, and 3,994 villages out of 12,525 villages. So this is the coverage of the project area. Next. So the project aims mainly promoting rural enterprises in the rural and access to finance for business plans and facilitating skills and job opportunities. These are all the main objectives of the project. And the project beneficiaries mainly from women folk and social inclusion like scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, differently abled and transgenders, and especially for youth and aspiring entrepreneurs. This project is targeting for these beneficiaries. Mainly from women SHGs and SHG household members are the stakeholders of the project. The project adopts only select the beneficiaries from the SHGs or SHG households to the group activity like producer groups and producer collectives and enterprise groups for farm, non-farm and off-farm sector projects. So main components of the projects are displayed, sir. So the component 1 deals with the rural enterprise ecosystem development. And under this component, various kind of analytic studies, district diagnostic study, and entrepreneur development support services like one-stop facility centers, women livelihood support centers, and enterprise promotion like group activities and value chain strengthening. These activities are covered in the component 1. And component 2 deals with the enterprise business plan financing. This is what we are mainly to focus. The facilitating business plan financing, it's a total end-to-end digital encryption for selecting the beneficiary up to from selecting the beneficiaries to the fund transfer to the bank account. So the second part is innovation promotion and nano enterprise financing fund. These are all through the digital promotion only. So digital benefit transfer to the beneficiaries from selection to funding pattern. All those things are done through these things. We will see it in the detail in the coming slides. The third part is skills and job opportunities, and the fourth part is project management. So these are all the main project components. And let us see the activities. What are all the activities we are doing with these components? So financial assistance to group activity and individual activity are promoting the startup fund to producer groups, enterprise groups, and producer collectives, and matching grant program for nano, micro, small entrepreneurs and enterprise groups and producer collectives. We are giving in the financial assistance to the women self-help groups or household members. So on skill training activities and support services like women livelihood support centers, migration support centers, and co-creation centers, we are doing, sir. Next. Under MGP component, this is a salient feature of our program. So to address the demand supply gap between the rural enterprises, we are targeting to the rural people for this enterprise business plan financing. This is a robust functioning mechanism where from the improved credit discipline among the entrepreneurs, it is maintained. So the overall regular repayment of the loans to the banks are selected as beneficiaries. So under this scheme, 30% capital subsidy given to the beneficiaries, apart from the 10% margin money and 60% loan to the entrepreneur. Next. So under this business plan financing, it's a unique pattern. Doorstep facility was given to the beneficiary. So the beneficiary should not go for the bank too many times for getting applications and preparing business plans. All those things we are planning to give at the doorstep. For that, we are developing some institutions at the block level. So every 3 blocks, we are having women livelihood support centers where we prepare business plans, and the business plans are given to the bank to a district task force committee through online. So the online itself, they are monitoring the data and all the credit credentials of the individuals as well as group activity is being monitored at the OSF, and the block level task force and district level task force team will do the rating and evaluation, and it is next presented to the district level, and the district level committee will scrutinize and it's forward to the state level committee, and state level committee fund release will be done through to banks to the individual bank account. So this is our overall strategy. So the flowchart is given pre-disbursement, and it is divided into 2 parts, pre-disbursement and post-disbursement. So pre-disbursement, the enterprise evaluation will be done at the panchayat level where the ECPs, the enterprise community professionals and block coordinators and block team leader. These 3 persons are at the panchayat level and block level. So they will evaluate the enterprises of the individuals as well as the group activity. So for example, enterprise groups or producer collectives, they will evaluate the process, and then it is given to the support services like one-stop facility centers or through banking correspondents and banking professionals we are appointed at the block level. They will scrutinize the business plan or prepare the business plan for the entrepreneur, and they will upload it to the website portal, and the portal making the operation to the district task force, and the district task force will scrutinize it and send to bank through online. The bank will have a login and password in the portal. They will scrutinize the application and sanction it, and then send to the state team, and the state team will release a fund to the state nodal agency, and state nodal agency will release the fund to the individual directly through DBT. It's a post-disbursement process.
Sorry for interruption, sir. Can you please conclude your presentation in 2 minutes?
Yeah, another 2 slides. So this is a technical assistance at all levels, village level, block level, district level. We are following the applications in the systematic manner. And this is the advantages of this integrated digital platform where too many turnaround time is reduced, and the ticket size of the loan to the beneficiaries are increased, and immediate fund transfer is being done to the individual's bank account. So this is the flow chart of the process from the beneficiary. They will not go to so many times to banks or any other departments for more times for looking for financial assistance. The village level staff will facilitate them, and then to women livelihood support centers, and then block task force, and then the applications into district task force, and then to state level project management unit, and the state project management unit will send to state nodal bank, and state nodal bank will transfer the fund to the individual. So too many, even though the offices level, the turnaround time is 21 days to 27 days. So for the applications received from the individual at the panchayat level to the bank, fund received by the individual in their bank account, it will take 21 to 27 days is the maximum time period of this project. This will very much helpful to the individuals. So total transfer of money through direct benefit and digitally it is being done. All the documents are digitalized. Our portal is linked to the bankers also. So the end-to-end credit linkage, this is a stage. First step is ECP evaluation, and the second step is business plan preparation and submitting to the district task force. And district task force is finalizing the beneficiaries and release to the, and then it is sent to bank for sanction. After sanctioning of bank, it will send to the state level project management unit, and state project management send the funds to the state nodal agency, and state nodal agency will send it to the individual's bank account. So the entire credit system is going from digitally, getting the applications and the process, all those things are getting through the digitally, and it is scrutinized at the district level and then sent to state level, and it is given to the individuals also. So total turnaround time is 21 to 27 days for this project. It's a major important phenomena what we are facing. Next. So the next. The security measures also for various things we are taking care of these security measures. Individuals account because of SQL, all the back end and front end support through the portal we are giving through the project. So we are having the dashboards, what are all the funds we are giving, and also follow-up action for repayment, as well as we are following the digital transactions and digital bookkeeping to the entrepreneurs who are all coming with us. We are partnering with several institutions to make some arrangements at the digital QR code reading, UPI reading. These are all given to the beneficiaries for digital transactions, and digital bookkeeping also we are doing it for the entrepreneurs who are all coming to us. So we are having the dashboards, and we are monitoring regularly with the block and panchayat level. Regular meeting also being held by the head as a district collector. District collector is convening every meeting with the DEOs at the district level, and the DEOs conducting meeting at the block level and panchayat level. These are all the monitoring system what we are having. We are also strictly following the repayment system also. So the entire system is being monitored through digitally. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good project of and best use of technology in revamping the old system. Excellent work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Major difference is we are collecting all the data through online from all the basic data and the business plans. Everything is prepared under the digitally, and we will send it to the banks, and banks are sending it. The total turnaround period previous of the project where paper documents are being used is nearly 3 months to 4 months. It will take any accounts, but this time we are very much reduced from 21 to 27 days is the major turnaround time from getting application to the sanctioning of the fund to the individual accounts. That's a major impact of the project, and the ticket size also increased.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
अत्यधिक महत्व है कि जन सामान्य को मूलभूत सुविधाएं जैसे बाजार, अस्पताल और स्कूल तक सुगम मार्ग उपलब्ध हो सके। उत्तर प्रदेश के राजमार्गों का चयन कर इनके उच्चीकरण हेतु विश्व बैंक के सहयोग से $500 मिलियन की परियोजना बनाई गई। इस परियोजना के अंतर्गत मार्गों की कुल लंबाई लगभग 487.5 किलोमीटर है, जिसके अंतर्गत 10 मार्ग चयनित किए गए हैं। इन सभी मार्गों की चौड़ाई यातायात की आवश्यकता के अनुसार 2 लेन विद पेव्ड शोल्डर और 4 लेन विद पेव्ड शोल्डर किया जाना परियोजना में सम्मिलित है। कार्य पूर्ण होने के उपरांत अगले 5 वर्षों तक मार्गों के रखरखाव की जिम्मेदारी ठेकेदार या फर्म के द्वारा किया जाना सुनिश्चित किया गया है। लोन उपयोग करने की लक्ष्य तिथि 30 जून 2025 है तथा कोविड-19 के व्यवधान के उपरांत भी इस परियोजना के 4 कार्यों को अपने निर्धारित समय से पूर्ण कर लिया गया है। मार्गों की कुल लंबाई 258.59 किलोमीटर है, जो कि विभाग की विशिष्ट उपलब्धि है। इन 4 मार्गों के अतिरिक्त अन्य 6 मार्गों की डीपीआर का गठन पूर्ण हो चुका है। मार्गों की कुल लंबाई 229.674 किलोमीटर है। स्वीकृत और अनुमानित लागत 2,490.65 करोड़ रुपए है और निर्माण 30/6/2025 तक पूर्ण किया जाना लक्षित है। इस परियोजना के पूर्ण होने से जनता को सुगम यातायात ही नहीं वरन क्षेत्र का आर्थिक और सामाजिक विकास भी होगा। सुरक्षित यातायात उपलब्ध कराने हेतु परियोजना में सड़क सुरक्षा हेतु रिफ्लेक्टिव साइन बोर्ड, डेफिनेटर, थर्मोप्लास्टिक लाइनिंग, आबादी भाग में पैदल यात्रियों को सड़क पार करने के लिए सीढ़ियां क्रॉसिंग और आवश्यकता अनुसार क्रैश बैरियर का प्रावधान किया गया है। इन मार्गों के बन जाने से यात्रा के समय में ईंधन एवं वाहनों के रखरखाव में कमी आएगी। आसपास के जनपदों से बेहतर कनेक्टिविटी होगी जिससे रोजगार एवं व्यापार की संभावनाएं बढ़ेंगी। इस परियोजना में पर्यावरण की सुरक्षा के लिए भी विशिष्ट प्राविधान जैसे वृक्षारोपण, तालाबों का सुंदरीकरण, स्कूलों और अस्पतालों के आसपास नॉइज बैरियर का भी प्रावधान किया गया है। मार्ग पर आबादी क्षेत्र में यात्रियों को सुविधा देने के लिए बस स्टॉप शेल्टर भी बनाए गए हैं जिससे कि जन सामान्य को विश्राम स्थल एवं महिलाओं और बच्चों को सुविधा उपलब्ध हो सके। इस परियोजना के अंतर्गत मार्ग से विस्थापित लोगों के रोजगार सृजन हेतु भी विशेष प्रावधान सम्मिलित थे तथा महिलाओं को भी इस हेतु रोजगार के लिए वांछित प्रशिक्षण भी उपलब्ध कराए गए हैं। परियोजना के आसपास के क्षेत्रों में जन सामान्य को HIV अवेयरनेस और यातायात सुरक्षा की जानकारी दी गई। इन मार्गों के बन जाने के पश्चात जनता के बीच सर्वेक्षण किया गया जिसमें जनता के द्वारा प्रसन्नता व्यक्त की गई और इस परियोजना से प्रभावित समस्त नागरिकों की खुशहाली में इस परियोजना का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है।
Thank you, sir. So this is a very brief audio video. We have presented brief details of our project, World Bank assisted project, UP Core Road Network. So we have already completed, as we have mentioned, 4 roads we have completed and 6 roads are in pipeline. We will be completing by June 25. So apart from our road infrastructure, which we have made in this project, we are also including the social upgradation, social development, environmental upgradation, as well as gender specific enhancements of the entire area of the project, which have been part of this project. So this is now brief PPT I am presenting on behalf of my department. Next. First slide. Next. These are 3 of our officers. Our Sandeep Kumar HOD is busy in some meeting. He could not attend. These are all the roads which have been marked on the map. Next. These are the roads marked on the map. It is across all the state of UP, all the state highways, which are very important. The development of this this will lead to the economic development of the state. We are looking for a $1 trillion economy, and this project will pave a way.
Sir, I can see only first slide. Your slides are not moving.
Acha, dekho more slides. No, this map is not visible. This is
no. It is only the first slide which
project. Yeah. Next. These are the roads 4 we have completed, and 6 roads in pipeline will be completing by June 25. Next. These are the main project features which I want to focus on, because apart from the network improvement, that means the road infrastructure which we are improving, we have inbuilt the institutional strengthening of PWD by upgrading the road asset management system. And further, we have got a road safety component also. In this, not only PWD, but transport department as well as home and police, they have also got the role to play. And World Bank is assisting all the 3 departments, PWD, transport department, and home and police, to make the road safety because road safety is a very important feature, and because UP is one of the top state in accident. So we target to reduce the accidents by 50% by 2030, and this project will pave the way for this this target. And apart from that, contingent emergency response component is also there, in which anything which is not covered in the project can be taken care of. Next. These are the project benefits which are quite evident, nothing much to say. Travel time has reduced, bus bays we have provided, truck laybys, and all these are part of our DPRs, retroreflective signs, all these are road safety features. Next. Then these are all the metal beam crash barriers to avoid the accidents, fatalities. We have provided herbal trees and other specific plantations. We provided as environmental upgradation, rainwater harvesting. All these components are inbuilt as environmental management plan. Apart from community structures, enhancement, all these things are part of the project. Next. This is also we have got a PMIS system, project management information system in place in this project. All the things are online available and anyone can access to this thing to see the final details of the project. Next. Environmental management plan, as I told, all this part of the project and we have implemented in our 4 completed projects, and it is part of our 6 DPRs which is in pipeline. Next. And these are the environmental sensitive measures which we have completed in our 4 projects, like environment enhancement, then tree plantations, and also we have got this chain link fencing to avoid the wildlife to come on the road, because some areas are sensitive for nilgais and all, they used to come to the highway. For the traffic safety, we provide this chain link fencing also. Next. These are health and safety, apart from our road infrastructure project. We have included the health and safety campaigns in the project as part of the project to make the masses the project useful for the masses. Next. Then gender sensitive measures are the very important aspects of this project, and World Bank has focused on this, and we have given very special focus on the gender sensitive issues. We have provided bus shelters, lighting, solar lightings, and so that our gender sensitivity of the project is properly catered to. Next. These are we have issued one booklet also on gender sensitivity, and we have issued this booklet to make it part of all the projects, not only this World Bank project, but also in our UPPWD and other projects also. We will now look into and make the gender specific provisions. So this will be a major achievement, because these 10 roads will pave the way for the other projects to follow all these examples, and this will help the state in the long run. Next. These are the social safeguards also, because normally in our state project, we don't have much funds to look for the social safeguard. But here we give adequate compensation to the people displaced from the project site, as well as we provide the employment opportunities. We provide them training also for the employment opportunities. So this is all regard social road user facilities. We have provided like bus bays. We have provided proper road safety, because that is very important. And road safety can be improved only if we provide adequate road safety measures in our DPR and execute it properly. So all these have been considered in this project, and this will pave a long way. Next. These are income restoration, as I told, as a social safeguard. We provided income restoration assistance. Also, we make it very important part of the project, and we are implementing it in all the packages. These are safety measures, as we told. Road safety is very important. All number of junctions we have provided. We have provided RCC drains with footpath and all these provisions as per IRC we have included in the project. And yeah, next. Yeah, this much is my next. All this safety. These are the pictures already. Audio visual, it was there. Again, next. These are the completed projects pictures for the jury. Next. Just if some time is left, I want to play this gender wala play. We have, yeah, if some time is just play. We have got one gender specific video. Just I want to play for 2-3 minutes if time allows.
Sir, we don't have any further time. We have already played one video, and now you have given your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Then thank you very much. Thank you.
Sharma ji, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Very good presentation. In fact, there is a qualitative as well quantitative improvement in road network in Uttar Pradesh as compared to 5-6 years ago, especially after taking up many projects by Uttar Pradesh UP State Highway Authority. But I still see that old roads which were built 10 years back need major improvement. There is a definitely visible status shown when we cross a toll road and migrate to the PWD road, which was built 5, 6, 7, 10 years back. Do you have a plan to augment those old roads also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is you have very rightly pointed out, because till now we don't have PPP model in our state as compared in MP and Rajasthan. Now our state government has got a priority. Now we are going to do PPP model because so that we can have more investment on the projects. So I think in next 2 or 3 years, also we are looking for a further loan from the AIIB and ADB. Also we are looking for the rural road improvement projects. So we are looking for a loan from the AIIB and ADB for further improvement in the roads, as well as investment. We will transfer some roads to UP State Highway Authority is already in place. So our government is now transferring some state highways to UP State Highway Authority for PPP investment, so that we can have further improvement in the road infrastructure.
Definitely, there is a case for monetization of those old roads. You can take up them on PPP mode in O&M contract, and these will not require much investment. Only some marginal improvement. Then their conditions definitely will improve. As far as your new roads are concerned, I have no doubt they are truly world class, excellent project management, and they are also getting completed on time.
Yes, sir.
No doubt about this. But please take care of old roads.
Yes, sir. Some policy changes are being under preparation. Some policy changes are being made recently. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, sir, are you taking up this maintenance component in the new roads? So that
yes, sir. In our all this World Bank ADB project, we have got 5-year maintenance as a part of the project. But in other states, our policy is being under preparation, and we would like to have a 5 years maintenance in EPC contracts wherever we have got it. But in regular roads, we have got annual budget that is not under this 5-year maintenance, just like PMJSY. So we are having the policy under approval of the cabinet. I think this will be approved soon.
So next is, sir, what is the cost per kilometer of your projects?
And the cost of per kilometer side normally 2-lane to 4-lane. Suppose if we convert 2-lane to 4-lane, it comes to around 10 to 12 crores per kilometer. Yeah, and from our suppose 2-lane with paved shoulder, it comes to about 6 to 7 crores per kilometer. With all the road safety and features, everything, including R&R and environment management plan, everything is included in that. Land acquisition, everything.
So how it is, whether it is low or is high in comparison to other CPWD roads?
No, I'm telling you, sir, because in our PWD, we have got a 2-lane widening. But when we go for the World Bank or ADB, then we have got a very enhanced features in the DPR. Because our analysis and road structure is same, or we follow same analysis of rate. Only the features you put in the road makes the cost more or less. Because suppose in a state government, we don't have much budget. So we go for very minimum consideration, like widening with very minimum road safety features. So that cost becomes less. So suppose we go with the state government budget, then cost comes to suppose 4 crore. When we go with the World Bank and ADB budget, we provide all the features in EMP and social safeguard, so and land acquisition also, geometric improvements also. But when we go beyond within the state budget, we compromise on all those things. So it cost actually varies as per the provisions of the project.
Okay, then how do you compare? How do you monitor whatever additional features you are trying to build in? How do you monitor that?
No, yes, it's part of DPR, sir. Because in our detailed project report, everything is quantified, and all the we make it road safety features like this environment management plan. We make a part of the project. When we go for EPC contract, we mention in our different schedules that this has to be incorporated. So when you see the completed project, if you see World Bank project or one state government project, you will have a visible difference. When you travel on both the roads, you will see these are different, and naturally cost will also be different.
I'm asking you for what is the mechanism you have inbuilt to monitor whatever infrastructure you have built, whether it is working or not.
Yeah, then because we have got a system of like EPC contractor is there. We have got a consultants. They manage, they monitor everything. All the aspects are covered, which is part of our contract. So the execution is naturally monitored, and then only we make the payment.
I'm not asking about the execution monitoring. I'm
Yes.
asking you have inbuilt the safety features and the project is now complete. So who is going to monitor that whether the safety
we've got a load
features
audit.
are
Yes,
working
exactly.
or not?
Load safety audit. We have got a third-party road safety audit also inbuilt in our contracts. In World Bank projects, we have got the third-party safety audit. Then their observations are also being complied. If there are some lapses, then we make it compliant. All this is part of our project.
Okay, good enough, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.